the scheming woman stepped on a cat by accident, but immediately started yelling and cursing. Her rude behavior made the man suspect she might be an imposter. 3 years ago, a white-clothed girl had rescued a cat stuck in a tree. Despite the danger, her kindness and bravery left a deep impression on the man, but just as he was about to thank her, he got an urgent call, and when he turned back, the girl had vanished. Later he was told she was the daughter of the richest man in town. After her mother's death, she had lived abroad for years, leading him to assume the scheming woman was the only daughter of that wealthy family. A month after returning to the country, the real heiress began recruiting bodyguards to get close to the scheming woman. The man disguised himself and went for the job. The scheming woman fell for him at first sight and tried everything to win him over, but he showed no interest. She thought he was just naturally cold, until one day, she saw him gently caressing a photo of the real heiress, then kissing it tenderly. Later she overheard him on the phone, and discovered he wasn't just a bodyguard, but the heir to a fortune. He had taken this job, only to find the real heiress. The scheming woman was crushed, unable to understand why a man of such status would fall for someone so ordinary. One day, she invited him to a charity auction, but again caught him staring at the heiress's photo. When she mentioned the event, he refused, claiming to be on leave. But when he heard the real heiress would be there, he instantly agreed to go. At the auction, everything the woman liked, the real heiress would outbid her. When she ran out of money, the man called his assistant and ordered every item to be bought and sent to the heiress. The woman stormed off in anger and went to a bar to vent, but the heiress followed her. They entered together, but the woman was soon harassed by a group of thugs. Yet the man, standing nearby, only watched the heiress the entire time. It wasn't until the woman shouted his name that he finally stepped in to help. Furious, she scolded him for neglecting his duties, but before she could finish, a drone came crashing toward them. The man pushed her aside and shielded the heiress with his body, leaving the woman's arm injured. Back home, she picked up a whip to punish him, but the heiress ran out and shielded him. Seeing the heiress hurt, the man was heartbroken. He left without looking back. She thought it was over, but the next day, the man had her drugged and taken to a warehouse, where she was abused by the kidnappers. She didn't know who had done it, until she overheard them calling the man. That's when she realized he had orchestrated it all. Outraged and humiliated, she fainted from the pain. When she woke up in a hospital, no one was there, but passing by the heiress's room, she saw the man lovingly feeding her medicine. In that moment, she saw clearly his deep love and cruel indifference. From then on, she treated him only as a servant would a master. Soon, it was the heiress's birthday. The woman took him there for the last time. When asked about her ideal partner, the heiress said he must kiss her name on his chest and dare to pluck roses from a cliff. Before anyone could respond, the man presented her with mountains of gifts. Everyone envied her, but he felt they weren't enough. Since her wishes had nothing to do with money, the heiress was secretly delighted and flaunted her gifts in front of the woman. When she learned the woman would be forced to marry a man in a coma, she mocked her coldly. Before leaving, she pretended the woman had bullied her, making everyone believe the woman was jealous. The woman ignored them and slapped the heiress hard. As the crowd began to gossip, she grabbed a glass and smashed it on the floor, then walked out alone. Just as she was leaving, the man suddenly stepped in to block her path.